Good afternoon, Danijela. Thank you for joining us today at this podcast, and thank you for doing this interview with us.
Thank you.
I'm going to talk about what's in front of us, all these accolades you received. But before we get there, tell me a little bit about your story. Like, what brought you to real estate, and why real estate?
I would say that all my sales careers have led me to the ultimate sales career, which is selling real estate. But as you know, it's not just about selling real estate. It's a lot more than that.
What was your first sales job?
The first sales job I did was probably when I was 8 years old. It was on the shores of Montenegro. That's where my family escaped after a war. My sister and I would collect shells and, polish them and sell them.
I want to congratulate you on a slew of awards here. Let me start off with the most prestigious one here. I would say is probably the Hall of Fame award. You received this in Vegas last month. That's a huge award. You did it in 4 years. Many agents wouldn't accomplish this in 10 to 15 or even longer years, and you did it in 4 short years. So that's a huge congratulations. Honestly, I mean, that's a award-winning. Very few people get that, but you did it in 4 years, dude. What do you attribute that?
Team Goring. It's really, really important. I've learned from the very beginning. So as you know, this was my first brokerage. I had the intention of going off on my own because all my prior sales experience has proven to be successful. So I was feeling confident enough to be able to go in the market and build my own book of business and start being a realtor. So then I could really see that this award could come probably 10, 15 years from now.
Yeah.
Because of that, right? I didn't know what was waiting for me behind, the doors of Team Warner, behind the doors of Remax, or, even coming into the industry. I got licensed on February 14th, and beginning of March, COVID hit, right? So as you know, I was just a COVID agent. So when it comes to actually, the success was, I really attributed to who I'm partnered with, right? So I think it's the marketing of the team that makes it so that, us agents, we're applying the sales principles and caring, right, and service, and combining those three. I think that's the core. We share the same core values, and that's why I'm Team Goring for life.
Well, that's awesome. I'm happy to hear that. Danijela, in addition to receiving that in short 4 years, last year you had another fantastic year. You finished number 2 in transactions, number of units sold. You finished number 2 in volume. You received the 100% Club Award from Remax. Fantastic. But you also received 2 special ones from the team. The team votes. The management doesn't vote. Nobody votes. Just your peers amongst ourselves vote. And they voted that you win the Silver Lining Award and the Team Player Award. How do you feel about those?
Those are the 2 that I'm carrying for many years, especially the Team Goring Award. Ever since the Team Goring Award started, the Team Goring Award was mine. And what that award is, as you know, it's somebody that supports the team, that helps, that's a mascot for our mission and for our values. And so when people come to the team, I take them on with that energy. I think that everybody can make it in this business.
You're right.
I think that everybody can make it in this business. But we're blocked with certain things, limiting beliefs, environment, the people that are around us, right? A lot has changed in the last 5 years. We can talk about that. But specifically these 2 awards, I consider myself one of the senior agents here, third one in line, right? So I've seen a lot of people come and find success in our industry and in our business and at our brokerage. So I'm a supporter for that, and I'm here to help, and that's why that Team Goring was important to me. And then the Silver Lining. The Silver Lining one really talks about somebody that's looking at always the positive end of things, right? And I try to live my life like this in all aspects. Like I was telling you at the beginning of this interview, what you and I know is that real estate is not just a job. It's a career. It's intertwined with our lives completely, right? And who we are. The Silver Lining Award was an important one for me because it really talks about something important, seeing the light at the end of the tunnel. You know, we face such uncertain times, not just in real estate, but in life. We've gone through a whole pandemic. Now some other things are happening around us. So there's a lot of uncertainty, right? So I believe that everything is going to be okay. And I live my life in that way. And then I give that kind of hope to our clients that are calling us sometimes in not so happy situations. They're stressed, their house won't sell. They've already had 2 other agents who have listed their home, and they're now calling us because it's time to move. So there's a lot of emotions that they're dealing with. So this carrying the Silver Lining Award from my own home to my own daughter, instilling the beliefs that you have to do good by yourself, you have to do good by others, and everything always happens for a reason. There's always a reason for this. So when you look at that, right, it's either a win or a lesson, right? So starting in my home to the brokerage, and then that is exactly the energy I exude to the clients. Hope, it's going to be okay. Not just hope, as in the prayer, as we say, we can pray all we want, but also having the systems to back it up and actually coming through and getting the job done for them.
It's a positive mindset.
That's exactly. And mindset is everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Excellent.
As you know.
And your volume, your accolades, your transactions, your other awards, that doesn't just happen overnight. There's a lot of sales skills involved. Amazing. Year after year, you just keep striving, accomplishing more and more of the awards. I think we need to build an office just for your trophies. But tell me about your sales skills.
Yeah, like I said, the sales skills started at a young age. The sales I learned from a very first sales career, which was, I guess, the life insurance. My first mentor, Megan, always taught me sales is a transfer of feelings. And then my second mentor, Gordon, has taught me they'll forget what you said, they'll forget what you did, but they won't forget the way that you made them feel. So it's all about that energy, and you're exchanging that energy, and then people feel good. They want to work with you.
You said you read a lot of books and so on. Well, I had the pleasure and the privilege of reading your story on the Drive magazine. This was the latter part of last year. Danijela Matic on the Drive magazine, holding the rose. And also on here, it's the bridges in the background, but it also says that you won top 40 under 40.
Yeah, so top 40 under 40 is Business Elite Awards. I got chosen out of 40 other individuals Canada-wide. I went to the Fairmont to accept my award and, brought that back home to Windsor. And as you know...
Bravo.
Thank you. That's such a proud moment for me. My daughter was there. I had a very close friend of mine, Emilita, there with me to experience that. And I guess being recognized, as you know, it hasn't been easy. Wow. The road to success is like this, and the mountain of success, as we know, what is all underneath there, right? So that's what really top 40 under 40 means for me, because I'm going to remember that and have that for life, right? The grit, the resilience, the sleepless nights, the sacrifices, everything led me to that being top 40 under 40. Gordon, welcoming people to our brokerage from all different backgrounds. Like, so we have engineers, we have people from the nursing, we have teachers, we have principals, we have people coming from all different walks of life, sometimes that have not experienced sales before, right? So when you combine a group of people together that share the same values, and I know that you make sure that who walks through that door shares the same team values and can actually attribute to our team as a whole, right? So that's how I know when people that are walking through the door and they're ambitious and they're eager, I am happy to help them because, we always say 400,000 houses or more, right, in Windsor and Essex County. You're one realtor. Could you really sell 400,000 houses? No, right? But could you help others and others and others? Like, so you've done that. You've built a career about others and building others up around you. And then I think you've actually instilled that into the people on your team. And then that's why we're so eager to help each other, is because you cultivated that from the top. So thank you for that kind of work environment.
Thanks. I appreciate that. That's kind of you. Danijela, looking forward in your future, what kind of legacy are you hoping to leave in your real estate career?
Well, Gordon, the biggest legacy I hope to leave is actually the one for my family. As you know, coming as newcomers into this country and trying to make a mark and trying to make your place, watching our mother, who, by the way, is the one that moved us to Windsor. So it all started with her. So seeing that, and you know, she's changed our family's lives forever, right? So that is my intention, to change the generation of the future of my family forever by the opportunities of the sales and the success that has come with it. I want people to remember me as someone that cared about them, someone that connected with them, someone that truly wanted to help them. And again, going back to those people that are selling for the last time or buying for the first time, they won't forget the person that put them in their first home, and they won't forget about the care they felt when they were selling their homes forever. So that's
It's an emotional feeling, isn't it?
For sure.
Helping others. So what's in store for 2025 for Danijela Matic? What's in store for you personally and professionally for this year? What do you have planned? What goals or ambitions do you have?
Well, as you know, I'm in my 6th year of real estate, and things are starting to gel for me a little bit. It's something that we talked about when you first get into the industry. You know, it's chaotic, but things start to settle and gel. It's my daughter's second last year of high school, so it's important to see her on the right path. That's my biggest goal this year. So stability. So I will continue to service my clients and continue to build the relationships. This year is all about giving back to the community events, continuing to grow as the city grows. You know, there's so much in store for Windsor here. I still believe that we're at the brink of something great here. I think the growth just started. Would you agree?
I agree. It's we're at the pinnacle, the peak, and with the new bridge and all the other wonderful things happening, we're poised for greatness. We truly are in the city.
That's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm feeling. And, you know, being able to take, you know, a young person like my daughter and show her the path to success at this age is so crucial. So I'm so excited for the younger generation, because as the city continues to develop, so do the opportunities in the city. So it's a great time to be a realtor. It's a great time to be a Team Gordon, and it's a great time to sell some homes.
Bang on. Thank you, Danijela. Congratulations again, and all your accolades for this year. And
Thank you.
I look forward to doing this next year with you. I think we might need a bigger team. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.